Yep, you seen the title, you seen the thumbnail, and yes, I know it sounds pretty damn crazy, but I'm gonna show you guys how to make pepperoni pizza mac and cheese. Get in your kitchen, let's go. All right, so let's do a quick rundown of what we have. So right here we have some elbow macaroni right here, some chicken broth, we have our marinara sauce, we have pepperoni here. What I did, I just took a whole pepperoni and I just sliced it in fours. Now if you have those mini pepperonis, that works well too. Some grated Parmesan cheese, grated mozzarella cheese, some red chili flakes, we have some fresh parsley here, some olive oil, kosher salt, Italian seasoning, garlic powder, and some chopped onions. So guys, let's go ahead and get to it. All right, so to get started, the only thing we're gonna do is we're gonna take our chicken broth and we're gonna add it to an empty dish like this. Take our marinara sauce, also add that, just like that. Add our kosher salt, our garlic powder, and our Italian seasoning. We're gonna take a whisk and we're gonna get this whisk together. All right, and we're just gonna set this aside. Let's move on. All right, so now we're at the crock pot. We're gonna heat this up and we're going to add our olive oil and we're gonna heat it up to temperature. And once we're up to temperature, we're gonna add our onions. And we're gonna just cook these until they're soft. So it'll take a few minutes. Okay, now that our onions are where we want them to be, we're gonna follow that up with our pepperoni, and we're just gonna add that to the pan. And we're gonna cook this for maybe about a couple of minutes. We want that pepperoni to wilt up. We're not looking for it to be extra crispy like in our pepperoni and sausage pizza pasta we did. Since this is a mac and cheese, we're not looking for any like crispy textures in this mac and cheese. We want it to be creamy and soft. And this pepperoni is gonna give these onions some additional flavor. All right, so now let's add our red chili flakes here. And we're gonna get them mixed in for about another 30 to 45 seconds. All right, once we do that, we're gonna bring our marinara and broth mixture back over into the shot, and we're gonna add that to our pan. Just like that. We're gonna bring that to a boil. And once we get it to a boil, we're gonna add our macaroni. And we're gonna get that mixed in. We're gonna reduce our heat to simmer. And we're gonna cook it for about 10 to 12 minutes until that pasta is tender. All right, guys, so we're about 12 minutes in. Let's take a look at what we have. This is what we want. Oh man, you want some of the liquid to have absorbed, but not all of it. So this looks pretty good. So what we're gonna do now, we're gonna pause our heat. So we're gonna add our cheeses now. Now guys, I substituted the grated Parmesan cheese for this crumbled Parmesan cheese like that. I forgot, you don't wanna use the fresh Parmesan cheese because it's not gonna mix well like this. So you wanna add this type of Parmesan cheese along with your mozzarella. You can definitely keep your fresh deli mozzarella. And we're just gonna get this mixed in here. All right, so now I'm just gonna cover this up and let it sit for about 2 minutes. And then we're gonna go ahead and get this in a bowl and head over to our cutting board for our final presentation. All right, guys, so we're over at our cutting board. So we're gonna start filling this plate up with this mac and cheese, pepperoni pizza mac and cheese. And now what we're gonna do to give it a little color, we're just gonna add some fresh parsley to it. And there you have it, pepperoni pizza mac and cheese. Let me know what you think about this recipe in the comment section below. Also, I'm gonna leave the measurements and ingredients in the video description below so you guys can check it out. Man, let's go ahead and get into quality control because I'm ready. Let's go. All right, guys, so we are back in here for quality control. And remember what I told you guys, whenever we're doing anything pizza related, Leah is always gonna be somewhere around. And this time, she was just really waking up. I started cooking her this morning, so forgive her for how she's looking, but she's still cute, isn't she, guys? She's still cute. So we're gonna go ahead and get into quality control and test this pepperoni pizza mac and cheese out. So let me say this real quick. Leah doubted this when I said, we're gonna do pepperoni pizza mac and cheese. And she was like, I don't know about that one. Now she loved the pepperoni and sausage pasta, piece of pasta. So I'm gonna let her try it first. So you go ahead, you try it first, and you let me know what it tastes like. Man, it look good. What you think it tastes like?
Tastes good.
She
the
said,
seasoning.
The seasoning on that one too. There she go with the seasoning. You already know. When she hollers seasoning, you already know it's a winner. So let's go and see. I'm gonna tell you what it tastes like. Guys, this is delicious. You definitely wanna test this out. Now, one thing I would say is use low sodium chicken broth or kind of like dial back on your kosher salt. Because I can tell it has a little salty flavor to it. It's not overpowering, but I know people, for me it's okay, but I know some people, you know, they don't like that salt intake. So I would use low sodium chicken broth or you just dial back on the kosher salt. Other than that, this thing is on fire. And guys, she's still over here eating, she ain't saying nothing. That's how I know it's good. When her face is buried in it, I know it's good. So until then, I'm your cook, and this is
Leah.
And we are all wings everything. And guys, remember, we ain't no chefs.
We just cook a lot.
And we are out. Peace.